My name is Jackie Bondell, and my official title is Education and Public Outreach Coordinator for OzGrav. So OzGrav is the ARC Center of Excellence for Gravitational Wave Discovery. So it's a multi-university collaborative in which scientists are studying the sources of gravitational waves and how to detect them and how to better understand the universe with them. So my job is really interesting. What I get to do is I get to learn about the research that our scientists are doing and use that to develop programs to bring that science to school students and teachers so that we can share the excitement of these new discoveries with the next generation of scientists.
And when did you become interested in your career? Was it when you were young and at school or later in life?
It was a bit later in life. So when I was quite a nerd growing up, but I was not, but I never envisioned studying physics. When I was finishing my high school, I was going to be going to university, and I was an athlete and I was really interested in body mechanics. So I actually started university studying physical therapy and athletic training. And I soon realized that I wasn't quite as interested in it as I thought I was, but I had taken the Physics for Health Science Majors course, and something about that work just clicked for me. And what I decided to do was to explore the option of a physics major. And then I learned that my university had a physics and astronomy major. And, I did have, an interest in astronomy growing up. So I thought, okay, I'll give this a go. And yeah, I made that switch. And then when I was finished university, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue in physics or if I wanted to get into education. So I did continue to study graduate level astrophysics, but ended up using that as a pathway to get into teaching physics and physics education.
So how did you learn the skills that you need for your work?
Well, so I spent a lot of time teaching, and I spent about 15 years as a physics teacher after doing my graduate work in astrophysics. And the great thing about being a teacher is that you get to learn as you go along with students. Soon discover what works well when you're communicating with your students. You learn what doesn't. You learn how to frame your message, and you learn how to bring in all those different voices within a classroom. And that has been really useful in this current role, because in addition to getting to talk with the researchers, I also have to sort of take that message and turn it into something for public consumption and something that's relevant for students. So, having those years in the classroom of, kind of developing those abilities to, work with different, students, different ability levels, different interests, and, has, given me the skill set to be able to take research and reframe it for different audiences.
And what do you enjoy most about your work?
I think I enjoy, what I enjoy most is what I'm missing right now, which is being face-to-face with the public at events and being face-to-face with students in the classroom, because I get to, one of the great things I get to do is in designing our education and public programs, I also get to work with people who develop great virtual worlds like virtual reality and augmented reality. And there's always such excitement when you bring that into a classroom or bring that into a public space. And, having those moments where, you can just see someone's face light up, being excited about hearing this new science, that's probably what I'm missing the most. I'm still getting to work with students and talk to people virtually in a situation like that, but being able to go into people's learning spaces and be part of their class is probably what I miss the or what I enjoy the most and what I miss the most right now.
Yeah, that's very understandable. Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Jackie. And how can people find out more about OzGrav?
Sure. So OzGrav is on on the website. You can go to ozgrav.org, and from there, there's some links to our education and outreach pages. We also do a lot on Twitter, so it's at ARC_OzGrav, and there you'll hear about not only the work that we're doing with outreach in terms of working with schools and the public, but you'll also learn a lot about the research that our people are doing, as well as any new discoveries. So Twitter is a great place to really get a good view of all the stuff that we're doing.
Great, I'll have to check it out. Thanks again, Jackie.
Al, you're very welcome. Thanks for having me.